Why, hello there. Guess who came crawling back? Yes, it is I, Marinello 1498. Well, I didn't really came crawling back, but I did came back. But actually I never went away, so it's kind of irrelevant, but that's how I'm gonna keep the intro. Hehe. Now, in this video, I'm just going to showcase to you the way that I think, my thought process, my worldviews, just so that you can make, a decision whether or not I'm worth your time. Okay? Let's go. Now, before I show you my worldviews, my thought process, I just want to mention that this is actually the third time that I'm trying to make this video, and that's because I'm quite passionate about the things that I'm gonna talk in a bit, and I'm gonna try to make it short because I suffer from the yapping virus, and I yap quite a lot, and I have a few friends that tell me, oh my god, you yap into oblivion, maybe put a cork in it, put a plug in it, calm down. Yeah, but I feel very strongly about what I'm going to talk, and that's why. So, without further ado, what are my views on politics? Where do I find myself on the political spectrum? Do I have a political agenda? Do I have one? What is that thing called political agenda? Well, I'm gonna be quick. No, I do not have a political agenda. I don't know where I find myself in the spectrum, but I'm just gonna say it's somewhere in the middle, because I hate the fact that politicians basically, I don't know, they've started a war with each other, and it's been going for so long, and it's annoying to see grown adults argue with each other, even though sometimes both parties are right about certain things, and yet because they are opposing parties, they cannot agree. Even though one party might be wrong and the other might be right, but still, different sides, that makes us enemies. No, I will not agree with you. Yeah, that's stupid. Now, what are my views on politics? Well, let me put it this way. In Europe in the past years, a lot of illegal immigrants have, landed into Europe. Germany, Spain, Italy, you name it. I'm sure some of you know by now. Now, what is my problem? Well, when you let illegal immigrants in your country, you give them money, you give them housing, you give them food, you let them get away with so many crimes that are so heinous. And when one of your citizens that happens to be a victim and is overfilled with emotion, is at its wit's end, at his wit's end, her wit's end, and tries to vent a little bit and calls his or her abuser a name that might be offensive, to that individual and his culture. And you, as a government, as the justice system, decide, oh no, that was out of line, the victim should get an even shittier punishment than the one that, abused the victim. To me, that showcases the fact that politicians, I don't know, either they are trying to make a world experiment, they are basically experimenting on us with illegal immigrants, with climate activists, with the woke people. Are we just lab rats? I mean, come on. Climate activists want this, planet of ours to be better. Okay, I get it. I want it as well. It's a beautiful planet. We're doing a lot of shit things. But when China is able to burn so much coal to produce electricity, and we can't use gas, we can't use petrol refineries, so on and so forth, and you come here and demand that, oh no, you must use renewable energy, when unfortunately it's not at the point where it can sustain us. okay? And everything that we use, it cannot provide us the adequate amount of power. But you still want to ruin everyone's day by, I don't know, blocking traffic, ruining paintings, legendary paintings, might I add, ruining a football match, ruining everything basically for everyone, because all publicity is good publicity in your eyes, right? Because you doing outrageous things would get you, in your views, in your mind, in your delusional mind, might I add, will get you to, I don't know, to have people agree with you. It's so illogical, I cannot wrap my head around it, you know, I just can't wrap my head around it. It's so stupid. And it's the same with politicians that protect illegal migrants. He came here illegally. He made sure to discard his previous identity. He's starting to do crimes. He's starting to do organized crimes, mafia, gangs. You let that happen because there's a bunch of people virtue signaling that, oh my god, they are people as well. Of course, they are people. But if they come here, receive payment, food, housing, and they do crimes, my boy, if I was in power, they'd go straight to jail and work for the rest of their lives to repay for the crimes that they did, okay? I don't care who you are. If you do a crime, you better be prepared to respond to your consequences, okay? But now politicians, I guess, are doing experiments with us. They don't care. It used to be that politicians, I cannot English, I apologize. It used to be that politicians were, you know, the voice of the people. They were representing us. They were fighting for us. But nowadays it seems like they are just catering to, you know, that certain group of people that are so easily influenced, right? The woke people, for example. Kamala Harris was very vocal about her woke agenda, about her feminist agenda, even though there's already a contradiction. Some of them are feminists, but also some of them support trans women, which are not women, okay? Don't cry about it, that's just what it is. Accept it or don't. You can cry whenever you want, I don't care. When you have people saying, oh, women need more rights, but then again, same individuals come here and say, oh, men should be allowed in women's bathrooms because they claim they are women. Really? Did you not realize that you are contradicting yourself? You're saying more rights to women, but at the same time, you're taking the rights away from them, you know? Bathrooms are women's safe spaces, you know? Do you get me? Are we on the same page? I don't think we are. You let men compete in women's sport, even in the Olympics. Really? This is so disgraceful, this is so disrespectful. And guess what? Politicians support such things. Well, certain politicians, not all of them, you know, the kind that want to farm votes as fast as possible. And Kamala Harris just proved us that it's not really that easy to do, right? European politicians did the same things. They did, you know, allow a little bit of that liberal, I guess, dictatorship, I would call it, because I cannot call it something else. You basically run things the way that you want to do. People start facing, you know, the consequences of your actions. The people are starting to be vocal about it. And what do? You punish the people that are vocal about it? Really? I mean, look at Great Britain. At one point they got enough of, you know, all those illegal immigrants who were abusing children. They started to get vocal. And what do they get next? Their prime minister basically threatening them. Oh, really? How have we come to this? But wait, there's even more. But I don't really want to get into this because I did say I was gonna be quick about it, even though I'm not really. Sorry, bear with me please. And now to move on to the next question, because I think I made myself pretty clear. I hate politics. I know they are necessary, but I just hate the corrupt politician. I just hope that I hope that all the good politicians that are looking out for us, I hope that they won't give up. Because let me tell you something, just looking at all of those corrupt idiots virtue signaling us, claiming the moral high ground really grinds my gears, okay? And seeing that people actually go behind them and support them because they do not care, they just want that sweet, sweet dopamine hit. That to me just screams ignorance. So yeah, I do not have a political agenda. I do not have English skills, first of all. Then, I do not have a political agenda. I am somewhere in the middle when it comes to the political spectrum, because unlike most politicians, I am able to agree with someone when that someone is right about, solving a problem. You get me? And I don't instantly call him my mortal enemy just because we have some opposing views, okay? We can still have a debate, we can still talk like normal human beings to try to agree on something that is best both for me, both for you, and for the whole world. So yeah, that's basically my views on politics. Now the thing that I want to talk about next is the woke virus, because yes, it is a virus. How do I feel about, this woke movement? Well, it's quite simple. If you got two brain cells that are talking to each other, you would understand in an instant that they are wrong about everything. Let's start off with the fact that, the woke people complain that we, the normal people, do not accept the existence of trans people. Now that is a masterclass in how to basically talk trash as a liberal, to come up with stupid arguments, That is their argument for real. We do not accept that trans people exist. My friend, we do accept the fact that they exist. We do not accept the fact that they are trying to get into women's spaces when they are men. Okay, I have a mother. You must have a mother because you're alive, right? Do you want your mother to basically go in a restroom with a bunch of men who are much stronger than she is, who, maybe one of them is a convicted SA, right? Who might be a convicted, pedo. Would you like that? Would you like that to happen to your mother, to your sister, aunt, niece? No, I doubt you do. And even if you support this, you are delusional as hell, because every pedo, every single guy that ever did something to sexually assault a woman might instantly think, there's an opportunity for me. And there's actually cases where people that were convicted of such things actually did that, so good job proving yourself wrong. And on this one I would like to ask the feminists, hey, you are fighting for equality, but you allow men to play in your sports and come in your safe spaces? Where is the feminism in that? I'm so annoyed I forget to breathe. I try to get everything out in one try, which I should stop. People make mistakes. And I do that quite a lot. Now, another thing that annoys me about the woke agenda, the woke movement, is the fact that they need to infiltrate the schools, infiltrate the life of almost everyone, to cater to their needs. They need to brainwash the children, they need to brainwash everyone which is so disgusting, okay? Let me tell you something, and I'm gonna end it on this. If you feel like you're someone else, and you identify as someone else, that's okay. I don't care. As long as you have morals, and you know what respect is, and you understand that you do not have more or less rights than I do, then we're cool, okay? Be whoever you want to be. Don't bother me with it. Okay, if other people want to be like you, their problem, I don't care. Just don't go into the school system, don't go into, I don't know, the children's life and try to plant seeds of doubt in their heads, okay? Life is as hard as it is right now. Don't make it any harder for yourself and for them, okay? It's that simple. I'm pretty sure that if the woke people wouldn't be so invasive, so aggressive about it, people would actually start to, I guess, tolerate them way faster and accept them much faster, even though they're already accepted, but they are so outrageous, you know, when it comes to some things that people can no longer stand silent, you know, same as with Europe and as with all of those politicians who bring in even more illegal immigrants. You know, it gets to a boiling point. If you keep on doing something that annoys the whole population, be sure that at one point it's gonna blow up, and it's gonna blow up so hard that you're not gonna like it. So yeah, this is basically my view on politics and the woke movement. What do you think? Am I right? Am I wrong? Am I a complete idiot? Am I completely delusional? Well, I hope not. I really am passionate about the stuff that I've just, you know, mentioned, the stuff that I've talked about. I think I'm right for the most part. Maybe I'm wrong for some of the things. I know that maybe I went a bit too extreme with the examples in some cases, but when you really want to make something good, you really need to think hard about it. You know, like the fact that people want men to be women because one individual claims he's a woman but he's actually man. No, because then everyone can do it. We still have bad people in the world. We still have bad men in the world. I don't want one of them in the same bathroom, in the same sport, as one of my loved ones that happens to be a woman, okay? No. If you want that to happen, make a third category. Then you're gonna have, again, basically a second league of failed male athletes. Yeah? And that's gonna be basically it. It's not gonna be, a third option. Because why would women even go there? Just to lose? Really? But, again, I'm getting too worked up. And I'm gonna put an end to it. So, what do you think? Was I right? Was I wrong? Please tell me in the comments below. I hope I will make it up in the editing because god damn, this was way longer than I wanted it to be, but you know, it was really nice to vent a little bit, I guess. So yeah, thank you for watching this far. I'm really happy. And goodbye.